So you've worked on your image. We have this really cool spooky background, but obviously our George Brown kind of building doesn't really reflect that image. And so to adjust that, there's a few things we can do for adjustment, I guess. The first thing maybe that's a little bit unrelated is we can go down here to distort, and we can do some kind of weird distorting to our building. Most of this is kind of irrelevant to this, but you can distort your image and do some kind of weird effects to it if need be. So hit Control Z. So lots of stuff to kind of look at and unpack in here. One really probably more important tool, and when you're photoshopping an image, it's not just to manipulate it. Sometimes you can just change the way it looks. And so when we talk about Instagram and TikTok filters that are built in, that you just click on a button and it automatically adjusts all the settings, this is how to manually adjust it in Photoshop. So first one, brightness and contrast. This is under the image tab. We can look at maybe reducing the contrast or the brightness a little bit, maybe increasing the contrast so it gets a little darker. So that's maybe looking less bright, maybe a little bit more spooky. Not that it needs to be, but kind of went down that rabbit hole today. We can go to hue and saturation, and so we can look at reducing the amount of color the image has, making it feel a little bit less or vibrant or whatever. We can change some of the colorization of it all. So lots of different ways you can edit the image. Those are kind of two other kind of cool functions, the filter, and then obviously going under the image and doing some physical adjustments to how that works. And as you can see here, there are some auto buttons that you can work on as well. So some just other ways to edit images in Photoshop.